Episode 9, Rescue Mission. "What the fuck happened, Jeffries?" said the man sitting behind the desk, anger filling his voice. Keeping his own voice flat, even, as all Legion officers learn in OCS, Jeffries kept it to the point when he replied, "Ambush, sir. At least 3 sentient species. 1 Legionnaire was dead when I escaped. More may have died while I came here. Request permission to lead a rescue. It will take my entire platoon." Colonel Lipton raised an eye at that and moderated his voice. "Do you have a real chance of getting them back? Is your platoon enough to do it? We were being held less than 300 meters out, so if I move now, yes we can rescue them, but I need to move now before they decide to move them further away. And you believe you should lead it and not Major Wilson?" The man's voice dripped with skepticism instead of the cold neutral it should have been. "He doesn't know my men well enough. None of the other platoons here can handle it. My men are hard trained in ways his are not, and one of them died. Having recently gotten his ass kicked on the challenge mat, he moderated it. Major Wilson himself would do well enough in combat with them, but not any of the others. The Major was the only person on the station who routinely beat Jeffries when the two of them sparred. I don't like it, but you're right. The Major doesn't know your men nearly as well as you do. His other platoon is having its teeth pulled now. There will be 3 platoons not counting yours guarding the gate on that side from now on, with 2 more in reserve here. Get this rescue done quickly, before everything blows up in our face." Nothing about that made sense, it had already gone sideways big time. The Legion, and mankind itself, for the first time, was fighting other sentients. Didn't the law banning them from being on worlds with other sentients apply? They should be looking at getting everyone back here and not sending more men over. But he had his permission to mount a rescue and he damn well would. He saluted and said, "Thank you, sir. I'll get them back," in that same even tone he always used, that hid any feeling he might have. Bringing his hand down, he about-faced, and left that office. His new 4th Universe coveralls waited for him at the gate. He debated crossing, then putting it on, but showing up nude and dressing there would be bad for discipline, so he stepped into a nearby office and dressed. Coming out, the private held out a new canteen, set of lances, and new pair of glasses. Dr. Artland made some improvements to the eyewear. Everyone over there already has them. You should now have just over 10 meters clear vision and be able to make out general shapes up to 30. Thank the doctor for me. These may have just saved some lives. He slipped on both the javelin harness and the glasses, then stepped across the gate. He could see his men formed up where he had entered the camp. It wouldn't do, but finding Major Wilson only took him a moment. Coming to a stop before him, he saluted. "Major, resuming command of my platoon. My rescue mission was approved. But I need something from you. Can you order your men to hand over their canteens to mine? I want double water for every man going out there and more for the people we are rescuing. Yours can get more canteens from the station while we are gone." The Major's voice was stressed when he answered. "Platoon command returned, Lieutenant. Townsend, give these men the equipment they need. And get your people back, Jeffries." As Wilson's men began handing over canteens, Jeffries addressed his men, hardly believing the words he was saying as they exited his mouth. "Platoon, you are about to engage in lethal hand-to-hand combat with sentients. You cannot hesitate to strike to kill. You have trained for it, but not one of you have killed another sentient creature. If you cannot, or even think you will hesitate, fall out. We cannot afford to take a single person with us that will hesitate to strike lethal blows." He paused, took a deep breath, and went on. "You will not be the first one to kill sentients here. There has already been a battle where one of us died, and roughly a dozen of them did too. I killed. So did others in your platoon." He waited, and when not one man fell out, he yelled, "By the squad, fall in."